In this video, we're going to be talking about how you can successfully set up your Meta ad account so your campaigns run smoothly without any disruptions. So a lot of people don't notice that when it comes to running ads, you don't just have an Instagram account and that's where you run the ads from, or a Facebook account and that's where you run the ads from. You've actually got 5 accounts that you're going to need if you want to run this successfully. The first is your personal Facebook account, that generic profile that we all have. This is the mothership. This controls all of the other accounts. Your personal Facebook account then controls something called a business portfolio, which is essentially a separate section that you use to manage everything to do with running ads. Business portfolio manages multiple ad accounts, which will be the ad accounts that you will use to run your own ads and also the ad accounts of your clients as well. Each ad account is then attributed to having a page. A page is what people think their business accounts are. So I might have a page of me or my business. And then that page is also going to be linked to your Instagram account, so you can post across both channels at the same time. It is very, very, very common for ad accounts to be restricted all of the time. And sometimes if you don't follow a correct setup structure, you can get them permanently disabled. And that can get you in a lot of trouble with a lot of different people if they're making a lot of money from their ads at the moment anyway. So it's very important that you set all these up correctly from the start to avoid any bans or problems. So I'm assuming that you've already got a personal Facebook account made. So the first thing we're going to have to create is a business portfolio. As I mentioned a second ago, your business portfolio is going to be the home of all of these other crazy accounts that we've got, which are going to be associated to run ads for yourself and other people. If you log into personal Facebook, on the left-hand menu, which is like a burger menu, it will look something like I'm showing you on the slide here. Towards the bottom, you will see a tab that says Ads Manager. If you click on this, a pop-up will appear that says Create a Business Portfolio, and you can click on that. If you can't be asked to do that, you can just click this link that I've put for you here. This will take you to the appropriate section. If you find it confusing, knowing what to do, still, it will probably only take you 2 minutes. It's a really straightforward setup. You can just download the step-by-step guide that I've put for you below as well. Just a quick note on your business portfolio. Yeah, you have to give it a name. Just call it something really clear. Call it your company name or your personal name. It's not client facing, but try and keep everything neat so it's easier for us to manage in the future. So now that we've got our business portfolio set up, I want to show you how you can navigate the settings of this directly just from your normal home screen of your Facebook profile. Okay, so I log into normal Facebook. This is what my home screen would look like. And I scroll to the bottom here. I click on something that says Ads Manager. When I do this, this is going to open up my business portfolio. And then what I want to do, I want to click on this bar at the top here. Obviously, I've got some of my old clients in mind still. But for you guys, there'll probably just be one in here. So click on the relevant business portfolio. So I click on my name, as I'm going to use as this example. And then I'm going to click on the settings icon here. So when we open this, it's going to have a toolbar that looks like this on the side. The very next thing that we need to be doing is setting up a business page. So I will click on the section that says pages. Obviously, I already have a page, but let's assume that we have nothing. I'm going to go ahead and click add on the top right. And then if you've already got a page, you can just click add an existing page and you can type in the name of that business page if you are someone that's set up a business page already on Facebook. A lot of you probably won't have, so I'll show you how to do it from scratch. You will just simply click create new Facebook page. Let's call this social media marketing with Cobi. Boo. And then category. People really deep all of this stuff, right? It doesn't really matter too much what it is here. The bio and everything, you can change this at the end. Click next. Cool. And you see how it is syncing my Facebook page with a business portfolio. This is the premise of what we're doing, because this is a super important step. You cannot run ads if this is not successfully linked. Click agree to the terms and then click create page. It'll take us back to the screen. And as you can see now, we've got a page ready. It should go without saying before you move on here, you want to click view on Facebook. And obviously, if this is going to be the page that you're using to represent your business, let's take some time to actually switch into that account here and make this look active. If this page is not active, or if you're doing this for a client and their page isn't active either, it's going to really impact the quality of leads that you get, okay? So moving on to the next step, we've got our business portfolio set up. we've linked a page to our business portfolio. Now it's time to add a business payment method. So as you come back into the business portfolio, if you scroll down on the left, you will see a section that says billings and payments. You are going to click this and it will take you to a new pop-up. When you're in here, you will see a section that says add business payment method. You will click add here and you are going to add the card details of the account that you want the funds to come out of for all of your ad spend. Obviously change the currency to pounds if you're in the UK. I'm not going to show you my card details here, but go ahead and do this stage. So now that we've gave Meta a way to take money from us, now it's time to do the juicy bit. Now it is time to create an ad account. Whenever you're creating an ad account, you want to keep it really neat, because as you take on more clients, you might end up having 20, 30, 40, 50 ad accounts in here. If they're all called crazy names, an organization standpoint is going to be an absolute nightmare. So the way that I name ad accounts, I have the company name / ad account. It just keeps it really separate. You always, every time that you're onboarding a client, and you're going to end up doing this whole process, but you always have separate ad accounts for clients. There are ways of running ads where you can have everybody attributed to just one ad account. That's going to be an absolute nightmare, because it's going to be so messy and hard to track the billings. You don't want your clients to be sending you their money to run their ads. You want it to come directly from their card. So it's very important everybody has their own separate ad account. So in order for you to create your own ad account, again, you go back into the business portfolio settings, you scroll down to a section that says ad accounts. When you're in here, you can go ahead and click on the blue icon that says add. You're going to go for create new ad account. You type in the name. So example business / ad account. Okay, that's how I like to name it. Just keeps it really slick. Time difference. Make sure you're keeping it to obviously the UK. And then where is G in the right currency? Cool. Click next. Usage. You can say it's always for your business. It's just an easier way. It doesn't really matter what you click here. And then you just confirm. You agree. And you click create ad account here. Once you've got that ad account created and it appears on the left, you can click this little drop down menu here, which says view payment methods. When you're in here, you will see a section towards the bottom that says add payment. You need to add a payment method associated to your ad account, not just your business portfolio that we did earlier. But if you click on this, you don't have to enter your card details down. You can just click business payment method, click next, and then that will add it. I touched on it in the last video, but remember, the whole purpose of us linking your card to the ad account is because you get auto billed by Facebook and Instagram once you reach your billing threshold. They don't send you permission, don't say manually pay this invoice, it will come out of your account automatically. So if you are setting this up for a client, make sure to make them aware of that, because people do not like money being taken from their card without telling them. So that's kind of all of the fresh accounts that we need to set up. Now it's just about how do we connect our Instagram to our Facebook page and therefore our business portfolio as well. So you're going to go back into those business settings and that portfolio. You're going to click Instagram accounts on the tab on the left. As you can see, mine is already synced, so it's not going to allow me to sync another account, but it's really easy. All you need to do, just click that blue plus add sign at the top, and then you can just simply pull up a pop-up menu of Instagram. You just sign in there, and that's it. Don't be that guy that doesn't know his Instagram login credentials. That's pretty much every single human being. So make sure it's organized. Obviously, you're going to be monetizing this stuff, yeah. So make sure you know your passwords. So the last thing we need to do is to make sure that we are adding someone else, if we've got a partner or maybe a team member or those you'd have hired staff from the get-go, to our own agency account. This is also the same thing on what you would do if you were adding yourself into a client's account as well. Like I said, you will have to do this whole setup every time that you onboard a new client. And of course, you're going to need access to their account as well. So you're going to find this menu again for the business portfolio settings. And if you click at the top, it will say people. I've already added one of my team members to the account. And sometimes it shows the Instagram account for some reason. I'm not sure. But if you want to add people, or if you want to add yourself to a client's account, you're going to click this bit at the top that says invite people. You're going to type in the email address of the person that you want to add. So for you, obviously, it would be the email address of the account that you use to create your Facebook business portfolio. So for me, I'll just put a random email address in here of one of my team members. So we'll go admin@KioraMarketing.com. Cool. Once you've done that, make sure that it goes great. That's the box. You can add other people here if you want. Just click enter after each time. You click next. This is important. You always make sure that you give full control. Some clients are like, oh, why do you need full control of my account? It's just to be proactive. If you ever need to change stuff, it's super time consuming and frustrating trying to get everybody on a call every time that there's an issue. So just select full control from the get-go. Their contract just want to have them protected so they don't need to worry. You can click next. And then you need to make sure that you select all of the assets. For this example, I would just tick everything that's in here. If you scroll down, make sure that you go full control. Same here. Scroll down, full control as well. Ad accounts, you'll only have one in here. Again, full control. Instagram accounts, with your Instagram account in here, everything full control. Click next. You're going to review all of this, and then you click invite. Once you click invite, if you check your email, you will just say you have a new request to manage this account. You click onto that, enter emails, and you click accept, and you're in. And then you can do anything that you want to someone else's ad account, or your partner, whoever you've added to yours, will be able to do the same to you as well. So I've probably made that sound a lot more complicated than it actually is. It's only, a couple of steps in reality. So I've just made us a quick checklist in terms of what you need to do to have everything set up. Step number one is to make sure that you got your business portfolio set up. You can only do this if you have a personal Facebook account. Once you have done that, you need to create or you need to add a Facebook page for your business. Take a minute to make sure that looks legit. The third stage is you need to add a business payment method. You're not going to be able to advance into creating an ad account unless Meta knows that they're going to be able to take some money from you. Step number 4 is to create that ad account. Make sure that it's kept neat and clean. So just call it the company name ad account. Number 5 is you're going to link your business payment method that we added earlier into your ad account by doing the ad account payment methods. And then after you've done that, you're going to link your Instagram account to the page. This is going to allow you to do cross-posting and it can help you get stronger ad performance. Number 7, obviously, if you wanted to add a partner or someone to your account, you can go onto people. You can add them as a full access admin. If you're going to be adding yourself to a client's ad account, you would copy this exact thing and then you click people and add yourself into their account if applicable. So spend some time making sure that you're familiar with this process. You need to be able to do this with your eyes closed because the reality is most of the clients that you work with will not have this type of setup in place and you're going to have to do it for them. Do not be the agency that gives their clients homework or says, hey, watch this video, do this, do that. And then once it's done, can you just invite me? They're paying you to do this stuff. So it's important that you know what to do. A lot of the time, and what I tried to do when I first started this is I would ask the clients to just give me their login credentials temporarily. And that creates an issue. So if you're going to create a ad account for someone else whilst you're logged in on their account, it gets flagged. If there's an aggressive change in IP address, that account can get temporarily disabled, and because it will flag all of the security stuff. So the way around it is to do this. You're going to do it for them via Zoom. Get them on a Zoom call and you ask to control their screen on a Zoom call and you just bang out this whole process. It gives a way better experience for the clients. You look like you're not trying to be lazy. You can just do it for them all within a 30-minute call. They don't need to give you their login details or their bank details, which obviously makes them feel a lot more comfortable. And, they're just going to feel like they're getting the right type of support. Before we finish, I just want to talk about one of the most common linking issues you will have. A client's Facebook page, which many people have created, business pages themselves years ago, whether they use them or not, who knows. It can only be linked to one business portfolio at a time. So let's pretend a client has an Instagram page and a Facebook page linked to a business portfolio that they've done for ages, because it's pretty common that people try and experiment with running ads. You will not be able to do this setup if they've got it linked to someone else's account. So obviously, worst case, you make them a new one if they can't get into it. But it should be pretty simple. You would just simply go back into that column and you would click on the page and you would remove it. It'll look something like this. So let's pretend you were one of my clients and I just jumped on a Zoom call with you. I would click onto your business portfolio settings. I would scroll down 2 pages and I would see the page that I want maybe linked to a different business portfolio. I would simply just go over here and click remove. If they own the page themselves, it just remove it automatically and then you can crack on. If someone else owns it, it would just send a request to them via email saying, hey, can you approve us to leave? And then whoever set that up, we just need to approve that. one Facebook page, one Instagram can only be linked to one business portfolio at a time. So rewatch this video, make sure you become really slick and good at that process, and then we can move on to some of the more interesting things about running ads. Thanks, guys.